I have a couple of CNC work holding vices here. They're about $10 difference. And for $10 more, you get a little bit bigger vise. The actual width of this is 100 millimeters, and the width of this one is about 140. Now, another difference is the height of this, which is very important if you have a smaller CNC. Now, I just wanted to point out some differences in these. This one has a dovetail, so this piece can be set. You can clamp this down. They both come with sets of Allen keys. Once you set that in position, you've got this other clamp over here, which you can tighten up using the bolt here. Both of them have steps in there so that you can set the workpiece in the step. This one is a little bit different. There's no dovetail, but it does have some bushings on each side and a kind of a lead screw, which looks like a nice screw. This looks stronger because it's it's a bigger, longer screw than you have with this one. You also get a stop, which looks like it's only got one position. It's also got a center notch there. The height of this one is about 38 millimeters, and if you include the stop, that's 45 millimeters. This one it's about 27. I just wanted to show how thick of a piece you can cut with this. This is about a little bit shy of 3/4 of an inch. This Z-axis is pretty much up to the top of its travel. The max you can expect to cut with this vise is about 3/4 inches thick. If you drop this down, it's actually sitting on top of the guides, then you have a little bit more, So with this sitting in this position, you can expect to get approximately 1.5 inches. With the Lunyee, if I sit this ruler on top of the ledge there, the step, then there's about inch and 3/8 max, I would say, 1.25 inches. It's much more low profile, and this has some advantages in the mounting. There are various ways to mount this. There's 2 long slots actually that go along here. So you could position those with any of the T-slots that are in the bed, or you could mount it this way. In fact, you could pick up you could pick up all 4 of those T-slots underneath. So I do like the mounting on this. You actually get a set of 6 of these T-nuts. You get the necessary keys. You get a ball end hex key. And what I do like about this is the quick setup. If you have this mounted and you're doing different size workpieces, you can very easily set this for different workpieces, whichever way you have this set on the machine. With the Genmitsu, I must say that I'm a little bit disappointed in the mounting. You've got these extensions here, which if you use one over there, this is off the end. So for a small machine, this may not be the ideal setup for your machine. If we mounted it this way, you've got a similar situation here, because using these to mount over the T-slots like that, nothing else actually lines up along here. So you've got this one, so you could have that one and that one possibly, but you've got nothing over here. I am guessing that they made this with a particular machine in mind, but not these smaller machines. It does have some good merits, and for the money, it's actually better value. So the strengths of this are that it can hold large workpieces. I like that you can adjust this by hand, and I like that you have a stop here, but the limitation is the mounting on this kind of a machine. Tell me your thoughts on these vices. Which one have you used? Which type of vice are you considering for your small machine? Or have you used either one of these on this type of machine or a larger one? And of course, if you like this content, I do appreciate your thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you get notified the next time I post something. Look forward to seeing you next time.